What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about?
Man, Danhausen, great, favorite. Guys, welcome to Wrestling Maniac channel. I'm the Wrestling Maniac. Well, and there's my X account down below if you want to follow me. If you're into wrestling, this is a channel for you. So make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and join membership. I'm happy. Help me get to 1,100 subs. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the subs that help me get to 1,000. All right, man. So this mysterious crate it was told not to open until 2/28 of 2026, February. All right, February 28th, the last day of February, in of 2026, which is Elimination Chamber. This crate's been going around on 2 Raws and 1 SmackDown, and everybody's guessing, speculating what's in the crate. Jericho? No, not Jericho. But people come up with crazy ideas. Who it could be? What kind of wrestlers would, if it's a wrestler inside the crate, would appear in the crate? Well, Danhausen has been mentioned a lot too as someone who would do something like this, and the kind of character that Danhausen is, yeah, that seems like it, like him, his style, and yeah. So according, he's actually the favorite. If gambling wise, betting wise, the odds-on favorite to be in the crate. I'm just gonna take a look. We're gonna take a look. All right, I'm gonna read this. Danhausen is the favorite to be inside the crate at Elimination Chamber 2026. As seen during the February 2026 edition of WWE, a mysterious crate appeared backstage with the message, "Do not open until 2/28." The website by bookies as released betting odds regarding who will be inside the crate. Okay, let's take a look at who's in. Look at the betting odds. Danhausen is the odds-on favorite at -200. Jericho second. Bianca Belair, I don't think Bianca Belair is going to be in. I don't even think Pat McAfee, Sarah, like anybody under Danhausen doesn't fit them. It really doesn't fit who they are. Jericho has surprise entrances and surprise returns before, but him in a box, it just seems out of character. Bianca Belair for sure out of character. Pat McAfee, why? Paige? I don't know. Bad Bunny. Why would it be Bad Bunny? Seth Rollins? No, Seth Rollins is most likely the mysterious mask man. And when we reveal Seth Rollins' return, he'll take off that mask. If they can continue that after what happened with Division at Bronson Reed last Monday. Brock Lesnar? Nope. You just saw Brock Lesnar on TV. And he's opening up open challenges. He's letting out open challenges to people. Voice keys? Nah, never. No. Omos? I think Omos might be bigger in the crate. Dave Finley, I mean, that's rumored. I don't know if he's officially signed WWE, but no. Nobody here. Even Jake Paul there. You got people on the list that are not even signed. The Rock, Travis Scott, the Dropouts. Excuse me. Though all those names are under Danhausen, it just doesn't really fit. Okay, now if it is Danhausen, ends up being who's in the crate, if it's a person, I mean, if it's not a person, it would be the crowd would be definitely let down. Live crowd and the crowd watching TV, the people watching TV, and also they'll let their noise, let social media be heard. They'll let them be heard on social media. There'll be a lot of noise, so. Okay, it's just okay. It's just Danhausen. If it's Danhausen, he's just what kind of character is he gonna be in WWE? A comedy act, like our Truth is. I mean, they completely abandoned the one killing side of things. Our Truth, they just made him that bumbling fool again, which we all love. We all love, but he completely abandoned that. We thought R-Truth is gonna morph into Ron Killings and become the Truth Ron Killings, but 3 weeks later, that character died. Ron Killings died, and R-Truth came back quickly. Is he gonna be a comedic character like that? Because that's what Danhausen is. Danhausen is really an oddball comedic character. What are they gonna do with him? Is he a main roster guy? I mean, he feels like an NXT wrestler. It's just that he's gonna be like my best. Like he's like an R-Truth Chelsea Green type, right? And Chelsea Green is successful, right? Chelsea Green's over the top, kind of like acts like a Karen, right? Where in it's one of those over the top kind of characters, which I think Danhausen would be. I mean, he's not exactly. He that's what makes him stand out. That's what got him well known. It's just how he is, right? How he is that Danhausen, the character of Danhausen. On AEW TV, he was basically used in the best way they could use him as a comedic character in AEW. He did some matches here and there. That would probably be the same in WWE. What would they do with him? I don't know. What would they do with him in WWE? Okay. What would he? If it is him, how would he? What kind of? What would he be in WWE? Just probably the same version of himself, because that's what they want. Obviously, WWE wants that. This is kind of like Joe Henry, right? They got Joe Henry, and Joe Henry got over TNA, the W now, NXT. Kind of like that, right? So how? And they're not going to tell him to change the character, otherwise they wouldn't be interested in him. It's just that what do they see him as in WWE? What does Danhausen see him as? Is it just going to be a comedic character, or is there going to be more to this Danhausen? If it is him, also remember, if it is a person inside there, I mean, those people on those lists, Brock, yeah, right. You think Brock could fit in that box? Brock is broad, man. Look at him. He's not going to be able to fit in a box. The box is like this, not like this. Okay, Danhausen could fit in that box, most likely. Okay. Okay. But probably, I mean, it's not going to be Jericho. I mean, it's not. I mean, Jericho has surprise entrances and returns, but it's not. That's just so unlike him. But I want to know you guys think. So, like, share, subscribe, comment below, guys. Take care.
Too sweet. Sweet. Too sweet. Too sweet.